Hello my beautiful hammerhead and welcome back to another video. So I'm a little bit late with this one, sorry. The week was a little bit stressful, so I had to take a little bit me time, and also I was painting a lot of terrain pieces because I thought I was going to present these at Art Armor, the convention, tomorrow as of releasing this, but apparently our Hobby Bunker Schriesheim is not going to have a Conquest booth, but a Baron's War booth, because I was a little bit out of the loop there, so sorry, but I'm still going to finish this because of, tutorials and battle reports. But speaking of terrain, we have creating battlefields worth fighting over with the updated terrain rules for New Age of Sigmar. Nice segue. The new edition of Warhammer Age of Sigmar reworks, tweaks and updates all sorts of rules. Everything from how war scrolls look to how you fight battles and how wizards and priests conjure magic and invoke their deities has changed. The terrain that decorates your battlefields has also changed, making them easier to include and play around in your games. We will see. You'll find conditions for visibility and moving over terrain in the core rules, and it's all simple and intuitive. Models can clamber and vault over terrain features that are 1 inch or less in height with no penalty at all. Any move over terrain taller than 1 inch must count the vertical distance as part of their move. Units and models can no longer finish a move mid-climb, but they can now choose to jump down from terrain instead of climbing, landing on a lower level or on the floor. This ends the move. Interesting. Okay. So probably more important for Caradron Overlords and Fire Slayers because of their short movement. But yeah, okay. Any model from the lowest clan rat to the most imposing reclusian can hide from another's line of sight by hunkering down behind terrain. This is important for combat range because you're only in combat if you're both within combat range and visible to an opponent. You cannot charge units lurking behind solid walls. Interesting? Like that? The Terrain Advanced Rules module features more in-depth rules, including a table with the 5 universal abilities that define what your scenery pieces do in games. So okay, before we read this, we already had in the mission segment what terrain does, and now we have this for real, which I do like. So each terrain feature has 1 or more of the following passive abilities. Cover. Subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks that target a unit that is behind or wholly on this terrain feature, unless that unit charged or has the fly keyword. Okay, nice. Impassable. Models cannot move across, be set up on or end moves any part. Oh damn. I don't know why this is so hard right now. I'm sorry. Models cannot move across, be set up on, or end moves on any part of this terrain feature. So, that is impassable. I don't know why my brain just went blank there. Obscuring. A unit cannot be targeted by shooting attacks if it is behind or wholly on this terrain feature, unless it has the fly keyword. So, the Sylvaneth Wildwoods had obscuring, didn't they? Place of power. Heroes within 3 inches of this terrain feature can use the Activate Place of Power ability. Whatever that does! Unstable. Models can move across but cannot be set up on or end any type of move on any part of this terrain feature that is more than 1 inch tall. Okay, I don't know why my brain just goes blank on or. I don't know. Okay, unstable is impassable with extra steps. This is greatly simplified, yes, from the previous system and focuses on clear codification that's fair for both players. Yes, cover offers your units a modicum of protection unless they're fresh off charge or flapping around in the air. And there's no restriction on how far behind a piece of intervening terrain a unit needs to be to benefit. I am so sorry, I don't know what's wrong. I already had 3 coffees today, so I'm not tired. Impassable and obscuring terrain presents challenges for movement and visibility on the battlefield, while unstable terrain is commonly applied to anything from ruins to debris. You may clamber over it to reposition, but you can't end a move on it. So you don't need to worry about trying to balance your miniatures on irregular terrain. I love this so much. You may, however, end your move on sections of the terrain that are under 1 inch tall. Yeah, that's fine. Places of Power provide an action that lets your heroes tap into arcane energies, unlocking their casting, chanting, dispelling, and banishing potential, at the risk of being overwhelmed by energy and suffering mortal damage. At the start of any turn, special ability, activate Place of Power. Thank you. Declare, pick a friendly hero within 3 inches of any places of power to use this ability. The effect, roll a dice. On a 1, inflict d3 mortal damage on that hero. On a 2+, if that hero is a wizard or a priest, add 1 to casting rolls or chanting rolls for that hero this turn. If that hero is not a wizard or priest, they can use the Unbind or Banish manifestation ability this turn as if they had Wizard 1. Keywords core. Okay, I like this. The Core Rules and General's Handbook both contain a Citadel terrain list, which includes a list of terrain features old and new, with associated terrain type, size, and the number of pieces each feature should consist of. Combined with the optional terrain maps on each battle plan. For me, that's not optional, because I'm just stupid with terrain. These rules ensure that you know exactly what your warriors are standing on and fighting over in each battle. Okay, I can't make this one big, but we have the Vice Battle Plan 4, Table 2. This map layout, oh yeah, okay. Hills, Stormwalled, area terrain, ability cover. Okay, this is just a regular thing, but we have scenery pieces per terrain feature. Oh, okay, the size, terrain type. Okay, interesting. I really thought that they're going to hint new terrain pieces here, but okay. Unlike faction terrain, which can be targeted and destroyed, regular scenery pieces are indestructible, so you will always have to factor them in as you maneuver around the battlefield while you contend for objectives. There may be some cases where a unit has barricaded themselves upon a terrain feature to secure a line of sight with their ranged weapons, or simply to provoke the enemy with taunts. We're looking at you, Gloomspite Gits here. Even if there is no room for your unit to get up there too, you'll still be able to charge them so long as you end with half an inch of the terrain feature instead. There is an asterisk. Keep in mind that in these edge case scenarios, you still need to finish a charge in combat with the enemy unit within 3 inches. Okay. Yes, tomorrow we'll be taking a brief detour into the mortal realms themselves with a fantastic primer on how the regular folk in the Age of Sigmar understand the bizarre cosmology they live within. Next week we'll be revealing absolutely everything that comes in the launch box at the Mortal Realms Reforged event broadcast from the US Open at Dallas, Texas. Okay, that is 6 days from now. Yes, 6 days, 13 hours as of recording this. Should we live stream this? I could take a day off, by the way. That shouldn't be a problem. Would be also fun, by the way. Okay, but we have faction terrain, small, medium, faction terrain, small. So these are just placeholders now for the names of terrain. But yeah, okay. That's really simple. I like this. Again, the optional terrain placement is not optional for me because I'm just stupid with this. I don't know why, but I can't wrap my head around terrain and how it could be balanced, because every time I do it, it's the same like here, the same as here. It's just a mirror thing. But here the objectives are already being considered, which is fantastic, because I don't have to think about this. And that's great, because the less I have to think about terrain, the better it is for me. Okay, again, today, as of releasing this right now, we're probably not going to talk about the lore article that's going to be released. If there is a little bit more for the game, then we probably will do, but we will see us today, hopefully on Feel Good Friday, the live stream, where we will hopefully finish the terrain pieces. And yeah, for tomorrow, I don't know if I can finish the conquest video, because I haven't looked. What should we do first? Maybe movement, because we already had an introduction into the setting, and we had how to write an army list with the army builder. But yeah, I will have to wait and see. Let me finish this first and then we can do this. Also the ad armor tomorrow, that's going to be a lot on my plate. Again, then, thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and questions about all of this in the comment section down below. I'm keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, please remember to do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is not only fun. Why? Because that way we can build a bigger community and talk more wargaming almost every day. And by that, I of course mean like and subscribe, please. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic. Stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, bye, bye.